Well, I had lots of classmates who were trying to finish high school. They did not finish high school. They were drafted into the military force before they finished because of age level. And they had a great need for their service. And I was younger than they were in high school, 1945, when I finished high school. I went to Camp Blandon, stayed there a few days, went to Fort Benning, stayed there a few days, then I went to Amarillo, Texas, where I took all of my basic training and combat stuff. Then from there, I stayed there for about 8 or 9 months, and they sent me to, Sheffield, Texas was the first place. Amarillo, Texas was the final place in Texas. And after staying there, completing all the basic training and everything, I was shipped to Geigerfield, Spokane, Washington, and I stayed there for the duration of my time. That was the point of embarkation, whereas they were sending them overseas, but I was fortunate enough to not go overseas. I didn't mind going overseas because it was a wonderful experience to that extent. I was a male clerk at that particular point, and also a clerk for the lunchroom department for veterans. That's the mess hall. I was a stock clerk. I kept records and that kind of thing. I thought it was very, very important to me and my family. And by serving in the military, I was fortunate enough to get the GI Bill of Rights to go on to school to further my education. Florida A&M University, Department of Agriculture. Got a BS degree in agriculture, mining, biology. And in addition to that, I went further to get my master's degree in education administration and supervision. And I served in Jefferson County, teaching veterans the basics, fundamentals. I stayed there 10 months. I was asked to go to Jefferson County to set up the Adult and Veteran Education Program, which consisted of 110 or more veterans. And that's in the afternoon, from 4 to 10 o'clock at night. Veterans from Jefferson County and Madison County. They did not have an educational facility. Those veterans came to and fro at night, and most of them was able to receive their high school diplomas and go into further training from the ministry, you name it. Well, my co-partner was my daughter. That was inspiration. And what was so, I liked the organizational structure that these ladies and gentlemen put together just for the orientation. And before I got on the flight, we had a A1 breakfast. I don't know where these cooks came from, but they were real good. The food was delicious. We got on the plane. We had bands playing from the Star Spangled Banner and other musical programs, which just made you feel like you was on cloud 9. And as we boarded the plane and we got set to go, we went into Baltimore, Maryland. That was the closest place we could get to Washington, D.C. I didn't know I was on the flight. It was so smooth going and coming. And after that, got to Baltimore, Maryland. We had some escorts that took us all the way into Washington, D.C. And these escorts, one was named Larry. He was a Florida boy. And then he had another counterpart. But he escorted, we didn't know there was a traffic light in Washington, D.C. because they escorted us all the way through to the basic historical monuments from National Cemetery, all those important things that meant a lot to us as living veterans. And I thought that was fantastic. I don't think I could have made it without that type of service. Well, during that time, it was a segregated and to a great extent. And then we saw the forces coming together, black and white service side by side. I thought that was something good. We are American citizens, and we're ready to join hand in hand, and did join hand in hand with them to make this world a better place to live. As a good soldier and a servant for humanity, to reach out and touch boys and girls' lives, to make their lives better than what mine was. I've touched the lives of many men and women in the educational arena, serving as principal of school for over 25 or 30 years. Retired in 1993. The principal of school, I had it on both sides. Principal of the adult school, principal of the high school. Then we had a middle school when they integrated the school. I was principal there a long time. Then I was transferred back to that adult school. That's where I finally retired. It's a busy, it looked like I'm doing more work now than I did when I was working. However, I counted a blessing I was able to reach out and do some of the things that help boys and girls to move forward. I thought it was a blessing to serve my country, and it enhanced me in lots of different ways. It disciplined me to lots of things in life that I was not exposed to. And it made me a better person when I got out and went on to school. I was pretty well set on to focus where I wanted to go. I wanted to commend that honor flight group from the get-go, what they did and how we made provision for us to get into Washington. And the most important thing, I know the food was good everywhere we went. We ate dinner when we got in Washington. On the flight coming back from Maryland to Tallahassee, they had another meal, and it was outstanding. It was super, the meal that they had prepared. And that honor flight group that supervised us always, they need commending. And the most important thing that gave me hope for tomorrow was the fact that when we got off the plane, we had rows of people on each side with banners singing and said, well, I thank you for your service, and both white and black medals there, and that really capsized everything. I did get an honor badge as I was coming through the line. I got it here in my pocket now. But anyway, I thought that was fantastic how the people everywhere go. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. I wouldn't mind going again. Yeah, it's something that you cannot buy. And with all these people working together, hand in hand, and my final conclusion, God bless America.